When are permits required for peaceful protests? Imagine standing in a park, holding a sign, and sharing your message with others. Do you need permission to do that? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Let's explore when permits are needed for peaceful protests. Most people have the right to gather peacefully without a permit, especially if it's a small or spontaneous event. If you gather with just a few friends in a park or on a sidewalk, you usually don't need approval. The First Amendment protects your right to peaceful assembly. But things change when your protest involves a large crowd, a march, or uses public streets and parks in a way that could affect others. If you plan to march down a busy street or set up a large rally in a public space, authorities often requiring a permit. This helps them manage traffic, safety, and public order. You usually need to apply for a permit several days or weeks before the event. The exact time depends on local rules, but it's common to have at least a few days' notice. The application process often involves filling out a form and paying a fee that covers administrative costs. These fees cannot be used to restrict your speech or protest message. Authorities can impose reasonable rules on your event, like limiting the route of a march, sound levels, or how long the protest lasts. These rules must be fair and aimed at keeping everyone safe. They cannot be based on what you are protesting or the message you want to share. If your protest is on private property, you need the property owner's permission. Without it, your protest isn't protected by the First Amendment. Police can order you to disperse if there's a clear threat to public safety, like violence or chaos. They must give you a fair chance to comply first. If you refuse to leave after lawful orders, you could be arrested, even if your protest was peaceful. In summary, you don't need a permit for small, spontaneous protests in public spaces. But if you plan a large event, march, or use public streets or parks extensively, you will likely need to apply for a permit. The rules are meant to be fair and neutral, not to silence your message. Knowing when permits are required helps you stay within the law and protect your rights to peacefully express your views.